Appreciate it. Perfect. My name is Colin. I would say I'm going to keep this brief, but I'm not, so I'll not say that. Families, friends, loved ones, teachers, administrators, mentors, coaches, class of 2023, thank you and welcome. My assumption is that I'm here speaking today because Mr. Wilson really enjoyed my freestyle rap battle bars on What Matters to Me Day. Unfortunately, I will not be rapping today, but that day in a classroom with 20 absolute scholars battling it out through meticulous prose will forever go down in my folder of amazing high school moments. Those moments have made a journey. For some of us, it started over a decade ago in oversized class of 2023 t-shirts, singing songs, holding hands, and completely unconvinced that the year 2023 would ever even happen. For some, Jane and Malcolm, it's just the past 9 months. However long it has been, we have compiled memories, wisdom, and attitudes that will last a lifetime. We've had the privilege to grow up in teams and families that extend and enrich our worldview. We've been able to push towards state championships and culminating concerts with teammates, bandmates, lab partners from Nigeria, Mexico, Germany, Sri Lanka, with teammates, bandmates, lab partners that are Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, Jewish, atheist, Buddhist, with teammates, bandmates, lab partners, with life experiences that I could only sympathize with and hope to live vicariously through their accounts. The undone hours of IXL were well substituted for the hours we spent in group chats, talking and sharing our opinions on protests, laws, and elections which molded us over the years. We may not have seen eye to eye, but even in the great diversity, there was one attitude that united us all. The idea, if not me, then who? If not me, then who permeates the class of 2023 like no other group I have ever seen. If not me, then who gets the sustainability committee to the massive push to clean up our campus? If not me, then who gets the group of friends to go talk to the administration about something they're frustrated about? If not me, then who gets Kennedy and Theo to create art and gratitude, not for a grade, but for pure goodness? If not me, then who gets Roger to set up every single one of our tents on Senior Challenge? When we see a problem or position that seems daunting, if not me, then who pushes stress aside and forces us, the class of 2023, into the driver's seat that we know needs to be filled? Or, as Profe Simone would put it, a tomar el toro por los cuernos, to grab the bull by the horns. How we got here isn't a sudden jump, though. Rather, it's a slow, subtle merge from our 9th grade selves. I remember walking out onto hot, misty grass, July, the summer before 9th grade, for my first varsity soccer pickup session. There was this kid named Will Nichols that I was terrified of. He was massive, loud, technically sound, and teammates seemed to flock to him. I'm sure we all had our own Will Nichols in 9th grade. Whether it be in service, sports, arts, or the classroom, it was that senior that we respected so much that we couldn't even bring ourselves to stop shaking when we walked by to talk to them. Slowly, with the engine of if not me, then who, we added the muscle. We learned the new conjugations and theorems, and we perfected the crosshatching. Now look back, and we have become that Will Nichols. We have filled that leadership spot. It happened. By some magic, we became the guides, the role models for each other, and then for the grades below us. And the cycle continues. Now, what happened 2 hours after I'd introduced myself to Will? Well, first I let in 6 goals that night, which wasn't great. But then afterwards, he came up and he said, "Good stuff, Colin." That's it. But all the way home, I remember being overjoyed at the fact that he had even remembered my name. We were about to enter into an all too often apathetic, all too often divided world of college and professionalism, and I want us to hold on to and spread the feeling that Will had bestowed to me in the 3 seconds that night. Those 3 seconds to reach out and understand is a concept that popped up on my YouTube recommended a couple of months ago when I probably should have been studying for exams. In the video, a Navy SEAL tells a story of when he, fully tricked out in night raid lasers, goggles, and body armor, comes face to face on a rooftop with a shoeless, bearded man just waking up to pull security. Once threats were diffused, the men, though different language, different religion, different culture, different everything, began talking through an interpreter. The SEAL was the team's interrogator, so even to push back from his team, he concluded that the man had little information that the mission needed and decided to leave the man. Only 3 weeks later, to see the guy in the bazaar, get to chatting and buying rugs together. Reflecting on his ability to spare this man 3 seconds in the most critical of life and death situation, the SEAL makes a longing call to our country. Too often, we walk around putting up unnecessary walls between each other. With no chance, we're fist up before 3 seconds, looking to fight whoever the other may be. This SEAL walked in as a technological alien, face to face with a shoeless human, and gave him 3 seconds. 3 seconds is what it takes. A smile, remembering someone's name, truly listening. You might miss a lot by just looking at me. Black, white, Republican, Democrat, straight, gay, religious, not. We can't walk up to each other already accusatory. We need to walk up with those 3 seconds, a smile, say, hey, you're a human being. Anyone can do it for someone that looks like them, but let's start doing it for everyone else. So my moral lesson for today is, give everybody those 3 seconds and you will be amazed at the lives you uncover. If not you, then who? Who's going to give those 3 seconds? Sure, there are divisions, but as a lifelong optimist, I do think we're headed for better things. And I'm completely confident that I've seen it in the bridges we have built over the past 4 years as we have leaned into that discomfort. Mr. Ugelsteiner, I'll find you for payment for that one afterwards. To list off examples, I'll never forget the conversation with Mr. Fu that I would step up to varsity for the injured goalkeeper freshman that year. Or the moment when Imhotep, the new kid, stepped up in front of 500, thrust his bow staff into the ground, and secured the dance battle win for the freshmen. The independent studies, the games we invented to keep ourselves entertained in advisory, the massive stack of debate, state, and national championships, late-night essay edit sessions, the in-the-pocket sunglasses, the progression as we got a little bit louder and a little bit closer to the floor for volleyball and basketball games. Since 5th grade Evernote scandals and DC trip shenanigans, we have craved those moments. We, the student body, made those little moments, and those little moments made us, all because we felt the need, the drive, the hunger to make them. We filled our 4 years with a fight against the apathy and complacency that embroil our world. We worked hard and filled our 4 years with passion, because if not us, who else was going to do it? In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says to the Pharisees, either make the tree evil and its fruit will be evil, or make the tree good and its fruit will be good. For by the fruit the tree is known. Everyone in the stands here today can never know the tree, the little moments and the unseen deeds, harbored intentions inside of everyone on this stage. But they can see the fruit. It seems to me that as a class, we have been enriched to a point that it shines through us on a daily basis. Class of 2023, never let our shine overwash our service to others. Never let our judgment of others find home in anything but the quality of their character. If not you to uphold that standard, then who? Now, in the countless hours that I was lucky enough to spend in Miss McCarthy's English classroom, I was hounded by one specific poster on the walls that I think sums the sentiment up well. John Green, yeah, about the test. The test will measure whether you are an informed, engaged, and productive citizen of the world, and it will take place in schools, and in bars, and hospitals, in dorm rooms, and in places of worship. You will be tested on first dates, in job interviews, while watching football, and while scrolling through your Twitter feed. The test will judge your ability to think about things other than celebrity marriages, whether you'll be easily persuaded by empty political rhetoric, and whether you'll be able to place your life and your community in a broader context. The test will last your entire life, and it will be comprised of the millions of decisions that, when taken together, will make your life yours, and everything will be on it. So, class of 2023, we have seen and conquered part of that test, and much like my mustache in the month of March before literally every single person in this room told me to cut it off, we are so close to greatness. And looking back, we have more than a few people to thank, and certainly more that needs to be done besides merely saying thank you. Surely God gathers our paths, weaving together loose strings and sitting us all here together today. But there is an equally important and very human decision that is made by every parent and every teacher to get out of bed and put in the work so that we can be here. To everyone who makes that decision on a daily basis, thank you. Now, I would finish this off by standing up here and saying that we're all special. And that would be a little ignorant to the real unspoiled world. We're not special. We just owe a lot to a lot of people. But now we have this opportunity in front of us, an opportunity that many can only dream, and a responsibility to make the world a better place. And there is no better group I could imagine doing it with. Class of 2023, if not us, then who? Thank you.